Okay, so I'm getting ready to go to Nepal. We're going to shoot some videos along the way. And I've got a summer that's thankfully busier than I was last summer. Last summer, we did a number of Southern Utah trips, did small private groups, mostly families, and that worked out really well. We're still doing a lot of Southern Utah trips. It's beautiful, and we do have a lot of groups coming up, special groups and private groups and family groups and that kind of thing. So if you're interested in traveling domestically, come see us in Utah, and we'll take you through the 5 national parks in the southern part of our state. Absolutely amazing. Otherwise, I'm going to Nepal today. We have trips coming up in Machu Picchu, Peru. We have trips coming up on Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, Africa, along with safaris. We're hoping that the Alps opens up. We also have an alternate plan to go to Iceland, which is open if you're vaccinated. So there's a lot of things that'll look more bright and prosperous for the future this summer for travel. Why am I going to Nepal? I'm not taking a group to Everest Base Camp, but I am working these next couple weeks for our nonprofit, the Human Outreach Project. So we have a number of programs all around the world, and we have a program in Nepal as well. Anywhere we travel regularly, we try to give back with the Human Outreach Project. So what we're doing over there on this trip is we currently have support to local schools in Juving, Nepal and Karakola, Nepal. Those are below the area that we trek to Mount Everest Base Camp, where many of our work staff and Sherpa partners over there come from. So we support their communities, which is great. The schools is a big part of what we do. We've installed solar, we've installed computer labs, we've installed our Rachel World Possible system at both of those areas. We take care of the tuition for all the kids in one school. We hire teachers to teach in those schools as well. Up in the Khumbu Valley, we do since before I started my business, actually, I had to go to the Namche Dental Clinic while I was climbing Mount Everest in 2005. And they really helped me out, and it helped me be able to go back up onto the mountain and successfully summit Everest in the month to follow. So I was very thankful, as I've been thankful for all of our support around the world. And we've always visited the Namche Dental Clinic. It's the highest dental clinic in the world, and we have installed solar there. We help them during the earthquakes. We bring dental supplies regularly. So it's been a really great part of our program in Nepal. A couple years ago, we partnered with the Himalayan Rescue Association, and the Himalayan Rescue Association does have remote village medical clinics to aid people in these remote areas. And a lot of times they're around trekking and climbing areas, and they also aid the local communities that live around those areas. And people there might walk a really long way to go to the dentist, or a really long way to get to a clinic and that kind of thing. So a couple years ago, they had a remote clinic in a village called Manang. It's on the Annapurna circuit near the Mount Annapurna. And it was a small clinic and a very old clinic, and it needed repair and it needed expansion. So what we did was, over the course of a couple years, rebuilt and built a new medical clinic there, which had a reception area, multiple exam rooms. We even helped with some of the facilities where the doctors stay. These clinics are often in the trekking and climbing season supported by Western doctors that see local villagers along with trekkers or climbers if need be. And we redid that whole clinic. It took a couple years. It was a really great program and project. And then last year we were budgeted to help aid the clinic in Farishay, Nepal. Farishay is in the Khumbu Valley, so it's right on the trek to Mount Everest Base Camp. This clinic does a daily altitude talk for trekkers and climbers, mostly trekkers, I think, that every day the Western doctor will give a talk on acclimatization and the importance of going slow and letting your body adjust so you don't get pulmonary or cerebral edema, or you just don't get as much mountain sickness and that kind of thing. So they do a awareness program that helps people hopefully stay safer, preventing problems from happening in the first place. They as well do see a lot of local villagers that need assistance and medical treatment, as well as during the big accidents on Everest and the surrounding mountains. They of course see a lot of the problems there during the earthquake, during the Everest avalanche and the ice fall in 2014. So these are really important. So what we're going to do is we're going to go break ground on a new medical clinic over there and a new building. I have a bunch of budget materials here. Actually, we've been going through, and it's exciting because I have all the plans here for the building, which is really nice. And we're going to go break ground on this new building. It was quite a bit of effort to get it all approved and set up. Of course, we're going to be in Sagamortha National Park, so we're doing this in the national park. And it's really important that we continue what we've budgeted for. And then after the pandemic took place, we had to pause this construction, and now we're excited to get back and break ground. So this will be an area that our groups can visit and see some of the fine work we do, the Human Outreach Project. As well, it'll aid the local villagers when they need assistance and have a new updated facility. This was built in the early 70s, so as you can imagine, it's in real need of an update, and that's what we're looking forward to doing. So I'll be taking and making a bunch of videos as I travel, since we've all been kind of locked down from travel the last year. And then we'll fly over to Kathmandu. I got a pretty rapid program. I'm going to arrive and then the next morning fly into Lukla, and then make my way from Lukla to Manjo, into Sagamortha National Park, to Namche Bazaar, on up through Tangboche, and then on to Farache. And this clinic will be at 14,000 feet. It's the highest medical clinic in the world, aside from the Everest ER, but that's not a permanent clinic. That's a tented clinic that they put in just for the climbing season on Everest. So this is right below that. Farache is two village stops that we do on our trek to Everest Base Camp. Above Farache, we would go to Lobuche and on to Gorakshep, and then into Everest Base Camp. So it's positioned in a great spot. We're looking forward to partnering once again with the Himalayan Rescue Association and being able to provide a great resource to the local villagers in and around the Upper Khumbu Valley, the trekkers and climbers, as well as they make their way over there. So yeah, can't wait. I'm looking forward to traveling, and I'm looking forward to getting back to Nepal. Nepal sure holds a special place in my heart, and I can't wait to go see my friends and go see things as they go, and also doing some good work with the Human Outreach Project. So stay tuned, watch our videos, and we'll be making updates regularly on this trip and throughout this summer as we start to travel again in 2021.